Hello, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning into your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Modern Spellcaster's Tarot by Melanie Marquis, illustrated by Scott Murphy. For the supportive oracle cards, I am using the Angel Answers Oracle cards by Doreen Virtue and Radley Valentine. Alright, I was going to turn that off. That's ridiculous. First half is going to be relationship. Second half is going to be singles. And I put out the oracle cards as necessary. Okay. Okay. This has to do with a party invite. Yeah, party. There's a Alright, there's a party involved. I'm getting the Three of Cups at the bottom here. I'm feeling like this has a lot to do with a social event, party type thing, some type of social situation. Now, as we're going into the situation, your partner has the King of Pentacles, you have the Queen of Pentacles. Earth energy, Capricorn's an earth sign. I feel like you're both on the same page. I feel like when I'm looking at the two of these, they seem to meld together. Like you're both in agreement about what's going to go on here, what you're going to do. Going into it, it seems like it makes sense. Yes. Okay, so that seems fine enough. Now, what happens next is the question, because that's normally what I say I'm finding, but there's a split here. Because it seems like you're on the same page, but maybe that's the problem. It seems like you're on the same page, but it's an unspoken thing. You both seem to think you're on the same page. Is that correct? Yeah, okay. Because your partner seems to not be, I don't know, they seem to be off in another direction about it on their own, and you're feeling like they're doing stuff without you, like whatever the preparation is for this event or whatever's going on, like it's almost like they're doing things without you, or they're planning to do things without you, and you're just not understanding like why aren't they including you in on it. Is that? Yes. Okay. So this is interesting because it seems like you're on the same page to start with. You both seem to be the same, like, but it's unspoken. Now, as it keeps going forward, and you're feeling kind of left on the outside, your partner's just considering options, is what I'm getting. Ways to handle this. Like, they're just searching out possibilities for whatever reason. You, on the other hand, you have the Emperor. So, alright, there's a miscommunication here. Because your partner's going, like, they're searching out options. I'm getting like this left out in the cold feeling. That's cementing in with the Emperor. You're not happy. I'm getting an annoyance. I'm getting there's a problem here. I'm getting you're not happy. You're not happy. You're feeling like you've not been considered. Like you thought you were both on the same page. And your partner seems to be searching out these other possibilities, which that's what they're doing. That is what they're doing. But they're not really communicating that with you. It just seems like that you both, in the beginning, you both thought you were on the same page. I feel like your partner still thinks you're both on the same page. They're just looking for options. But you're feeling left out in the cold because they're not really explaining or talking to you about them. And that feeling of being left out is not sitting well with you, and it seems to be cementing in. You're not happy. I'm curious why there's no, because there's a divide. I'm wondering if there's like, there's other things going on, or like the moment isn't happening to talk about the situation. There's a divide between the two of you, where it's not coming back and forth, which it seems to confuse me mostly because, especially going into this, you seem to be more feeling like you're both on the same page with the situation. So there's a divide here based on what your partner's doing, based on what you're perceiving. Both of these are different, but for some reason, there's no communication between the two. And I'm almost wondering if there's a reason for that. Like, your partner or you or one of you is too busy to like really sit down and have a conversation, and it doesn't seem like when you're with each other, there's a moment where you can really start this conversation to get into it. And I almost feel like you're not starting it because you're a little aggravated and you don't want to start a fight at the wrong time, and you're feeling like this might start a fight. Your partner, on the other hand, doesn't realize there's a problem, so that's why they're not starting it. They're not realizing there's a problem. Which I hope that doesn't come across offensively. I'm just reading them as they come off. So this is a general reading, so it doesn't mean it's going to hit for everybody. Now, your partner, like, it has to do with an event. There's an event coming. Like, I know it's a party, but it's like there's something you as a couple need to do for this event. I feel like that's why we're saying it that way. So if it's a party, even if it's like a birthday party and you're buying a gift, it's significant to you. If this is hitting, that is significant to you. Your partner's like putting into action, seems to be working on finalizing what they want to do. I almost feel like they feel like this. I almost feel like they feel. Here we go. That they think you would be okay with them going forward and making this choice. They seem to think it's not something to worry about. They're just going forward with this choice. I'm getting the strength card on your side. Like, I feel like you're just going along with things at this point. But the strength card says you're not looking to create a fight. I feel like this at this point you're just kind of, you're not really looking to start a fight about anything. Where's that energy coming in that way? Because I was like, for a minute there, like I was like, I can't breathe. Where is this going? It's almost like because they're taking care of it, or whatever they're doing, I don't know. It's like you prefer to let it go. Here we go with that. I should have turned it off. I feel like you prefer to let it go, but the strength here is a good thing. So I'm trying to figure out what we're trying to say with that. Because I feel like it's aggravating, but you're not letting it get to you. You don't want it to be a problem. You're seeing your partner going forward with this, that you feel like they should have considered you more, but you're just kind of like, even though it's getting on your nerves, you're not reacting to it. All right. So things are fine. Now, it's where this ends up, that because I feel like the event comes forward. Is this the event? No. This is going towards it. This is like whatever the preparations are for the event, like if it's a gift or whatever, this is like the purchasing of the gift. If you're going to something where you need to have something formal, this is like purchasing the clothes, or if you have to rent a hotel to be at this place, if it's like a wedding, like it's purchasing. It's like, I feel like the fire is saying you're purchasing or cementing in those plans, you're taking action on them. Now, I see you kind of the one moving forward with this. I actually see you making this decision. This seems to be in opposition to the decision your partner made. Now, opposition, in other words, either it's a different part of the puzzle or it's the opposite of what they want. I don't know, because I do feel like you're not happy here, but are you purposely doing that? I don't think so. But for some reason, this is kind of like seems to be jarring your partner, because I see you putting this down on paper, making this happen. Your partner has the Knight of Wands with the remain positive. I feel like they're trying to change that. So I feel like you've already made the plans. Like whatever it was, I feel like there's a purchase here. Like you've already purchased something. Done is done. That's how it seems to be coming across. And your partner wants to negotiate it out. They want to change it. And they have to remain positive with the Knight of Wands. So they're going forward. They're coming back towards you. They want to work this out. They want to change this. That's where the problem happens, because I feel like you don't want to change. You have the Four of Pentacles. You're holding strong. Already done. Done is done. There's nothing to do. Let's just move on from it. This is the choice I've made. Your partner, on the other hand, has the devil card with the no. The no, it doesn't have the exclamation, so they may relent after a while, but this is where like there might be a problem here. Your partner does not want this, and you're not backing down. I feel like there's a problem here in the sense of like I don't know. I feel like you're not happy with what they did in the beginning of this, and that's why you're holding so strongly. Because you're like, you made those decisions. Now I'm making these decisions. Fair is fair. That's kind of what I'm getting from here. But they're not seeing it that way. They're like, well, I made these decisions considering both of us, and I don't want this. So I want this to change. But you're holding on like, well, it's too late. I already made the purchase. The money's gone. It's already done. And I feel like it's back and forth with that. Your partner may relent, but there might be some more negotiation that has to go forward, going on. Like I'm getting like this is where things come forward. Like what's going on, who feels like what. I think it comes out onto the table. Like who feels what happened here, what happened there. This I feel like the whole point of this reading is where this is where this is leading up to. And I feel like there's a warning here of a loss of money, a loss of resources, because I feel like you might purchase or go forward with something, and your partner may not get on board with it. You might end up with just wasted money because of it, because your partner goes ahead and makes a different choice, and you end up going that way instead, for whatever reason. But I feel like that's the point here. In the beginning here, where your partner seems to be going off on their own, I feel like if you communicate at that point, you might feel better. I don't know what's going on here. Like I just have to read the cards as they come out, so I hope they don't come out very offensively. I don't mean for that to happen. I just got to read them as it's coming across. But I feel like if this moment comes and you have a talk with your partner, I feel like it'll be okay. You just need to bring that forward, and I feel like you might be able to avoid this in the future. They are warning though, when you go forward in the future and you make your decision, that could end up in a loss of money. I feel like that's the part. This is where it could end up in a loss of money. That's where I'm feeling it. And I feel like you're trying to hold on to it because you already did it, but your partner does not want to. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to move on from this. Let's do Capricorn singles. Capricorn singles. Messages for Capricorn singles. Positive information that will empower them, help them move forward the way they want to, help them see things they wouldn't normally see so they can make choices to make their lives better and stronger. I think... No, I'm getting a no. Alright, so we'll put those down. Now, I feel like the strongest thing here is whoever's coming towards you, somebody's coming towards you. Single Capricorn, someone's coming towards you. They already know how they feel about you. I feel like they're already in love with you, I'll be honest with you. Now, as this comes forward, I'm feeling like you do like this person. There's a good social energy with this person. It's not that you don't like them, it's just you might not be in that spot of love at the moment. I feel like you're in the spot of... Where are you, actually? you like them, you enjoy them socially. It's not that that's not a possibility, but I feel like they're already in love, and you just enjoy them as a person. Now, with this same person, there's been obstacles in the past, and for some reason you've kind of thought of it as not really an option. You've kind of felt it was better to not move forward. I kind of like... With the Eight of Swords, I'm feeling like you're thinking this isn't a good thing for you. You're feeling like this situation is limited. I'm getting limitation here. You're feeling there's limitation. And you've done your best to stay out of it, especially with the Four of Swords here. You're feeling limitation. This can't go forward. This isn't a good idea. This only can go so far. There's only so much of a possibility here. This isn't a good idea for you is what you're thinking. Even though you like this person socially, you're not thinking this really has possibilities. But this person comes forward with this love they have for you. And I feel like you give in to them a little bit. This is a very charitable card, of course, but what number is it? 6 of Pentacles. You're feeling like this is a good, well, you're feeling like, whatever they're presenting to you, they're pushing forth a lot of strong emotion, and I feel like you're kind of taken in by that. And for a moment there, you kind of forget these restrictions, and you go forward. You go forward with this. And I'm going to just be honest with you. I'm seeing the Lover's card with the Wheel of Fortune. The Wheel of Fortune, sometimes that can be an unforeseen possibility, like a windfall, if you will. This just kind of turns out of nowhere. I don't feel like you're expecting the wheel. You're not looking for the wheel. It's not the Tower, granted, but it's just kind of like things move forward. This rush of emotion, the way this person's come forth to you with this love, you're just bowled over by this emotion. Things move forward very quickly, and it's you very much love the moment. You're feeling it, and it's not like there wasn't a connection here. It's just you didn't think there was a possibility. Now you're kind of going forward, I'm noticing, with the Moon card. I feel like this is when the restrictions creep back in. But that's saying, the Moon card with that is telling me that this isn't as dire or as bad as you think it is, but you're still not, I don't feel like you got enough information to realize what's actually happening in this person's life, but you're worried about the limitation. I feel like this time, when the Moon is here, your emotions are involved, you're feeling like you stepped in something that you're not sure you wanted to, and you're worried like this is going to blow up in your face, and this is why you didn't get involved in this in the first place, but that's why you've been avoiding it. But at this point, it's too late because you're already feeling it. The moment already happened. You're not sure what to do at this point, but the Moon is happening. You're worried about it, but you're not seeing it for what it is. You don't have enough information yet. This moment, it shouldn't go on for too long. Not too long, but it is ending up here. 8 of Wands with 3 of Pentacles. I feel like, I know Wands are definitely a fire element for me, but for this one, I feel like it's the quick influx of information. Influx? Sure. Like, it's almost like you're getting like a book thrown at you of all the things you want to know, and you're just getting all the answers all at once. And you're seeing, like, I feel like the information's flooding towards you, and you're like, you have to cipher through it. That 3 of Pentacles with that 8 of Wands, I'm feeling like that's the quick download of information and then the processing it afterwards. You're going to have to get to this point before you can know what you want next, but I feel like once you get here, you're going to know what to do at this point. It's going to be, because the moment already happened, you know how you feel, you know how the other person feels. It's just about, now that you have the whole story, now what do you want to do with it? Because this is at a point where you can see, like, is there something here or something not? Because while the Moon was in play, you were thinking you should probably get out of this. You should step away. But now that you have all the information, you can make a better decision. And I feel like now that all the information is there, you're actually at a point where you're like, I need to make a decision. Now that I know exactly what's going on, I need to make a decision. Because I feel like one of the reasons the Moon turned into this situation is because you were kind of coming forth to the other person like, these are some things I'm seeing and I'm not sure this is a good idea. Boom, this conversation happens, you get all the information you're looking for, things are looking clearer. It's going to depend on your situation what you do next, but you're going to have the information you need there. Good? Good. All right, I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. Of course, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, james4astral@gmail.com, james4astral@gmail.com. Thank you.